This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. I don't know if you remember, but a few weeks ago on the live stream I unboxed this guitar here. This is a lovely little P90 Les Paul copy kind of thing by Harley Benton. I didn't buy it. It was sent to me by a very generous chap called Rob, who got in touch with me and said, I've got this guitar, it's surplus to requirements, do you want it? So I said, yes, of course. And the agreement was that basically I'll keep it, sell it, do what I want with it, because he just didn't want it. What I'm probably going to do is pass it on to some worthy and deserving cause. Possibly Zoe's place, or I might, if any of me kind of younger students are looking for that transition from acoustic guitar to the first electric, this might just be the guitar that they get. We shall see. So let's just have a little bit of a look at what we've got here. This is just like a first impressions quick little review of the guitar. It's one of these. It's a Harley Benton SC450 P90 GT Classic Series. Trips off the tongue, doesn't it? And whilst it may look like a Les Paul, it doesn't have very much Les Paul DNA in its makeup. You can see we've got a basswood body as opposed to mahogany. A maple neck. Well, okay, my Les Paul's got a maple neck, but it's not the usual thing. A blackwood fretboard, whatever blackwood is. Then all of the usual sort of stuff coming down here. This is the bit that, is... I want to draw to your attention. Two classic P90 ceramic single coils. Now then, I have played budget guitars, budget P90 guitars in the past that have got ceramic P90, ceramic magnets in the P90s, and never been that impressed. The last one I played was a few years ago. It was again, it was a Harley Benton. Actually, it was like a thin line Telecaster kind of thing with P90s, and looked the business, but the pickups sounded muddier than a Glastonbury field in, well, they sounded muddy anyway. So it remains to be seen what these are like. Let's have a little bit of a look at the vital statistics, the weights and measures for this guitar. Nut width of 42.5 millimeters, weight of 3.94 kilos. There you can see the 1st and 12th fret neck profiles. Very comfortable neck, it has to be said. It's, I suppose that goes with the territory, doesn't it? If you're designing a budget or mass market guitar, you want it to be, not too niche. You don't want it to be too fat or too skinny. It wants to be the kind of neck that will appeal to most people. And I think this will. It's. I can't imagine anybody picking up this guitar and thinking, "Oh, this neck feels odd. This is going to take some getting used to." It's just immediately comfortable. And what else have we got there? Yeah, the pickup DC resistance readings. You can see 9.6 on the bridge, 7.8 on the neck, and 4.3 in the middle position. I will just as well say that, the tuning stability on this guitar is absolutely fantastic. That's largely due to the fact that Rob has installed some locking tunes. He did tell me what brand they were, but I can't remember. And the name is written on the back, but I'm too old and short-sighted to be able to read. But basically a budget set of locking tuners which are doing the job relatively nicely. The action on the guitar is, I don't know if this is how the guitar turned up to Rob, but it's perfectly playable. Let's have a quick little look at what the action is at the 12th fret. Yeah, that is, I would call that just a shade, just a hair's breadth below 2 millimeters. So, nice, kind of low action, not super low, but comfortable certainly. Yeah, it plays nice so far. I've been having a little bit of a play around with it. There's no choking or fret buzz or anything like that anywhere. Nut seems pretty well cut. Yeah, it all bodes rather well. Let's see what those ceramic P90s sound like. We'll start with the bridge position. I'm currently plugged in, as always, to the Marshall DSL1 combo, mic'd up with the Behringer B906 microphone there, and that's just going straight into the interface and then into the one of the audio inputs in OBS Studio that I'm recording this video in. So we'll start off with the bridge pickup. The volume control is at about 6. Let's see what sort of noises it makes. Well, that's a surprise. I was expecting it to sound a little bit muddy, a little bit woolly, like my previous experience of ceramic P90s, but that just doesn't. That sounds, it's got that kind of, that sort of ballsiness of a humbucker and that kind of twang of a single coil. Let's see what happens on this. Again, I'll kind of tell you what I'll do. I'll point the camera down so you can see what I'm doing with the controls and everything. Just kind of a little bit of a play around, playing with the volume controls and the pickup selector, and let's just see what sort of noises we get out of the guitar in general. Yeah, that is. I like the sound of this guitar. I really do. It plays nice, and it produces. I would say kind of pretty authentic, if you're allowed to use the word authentic with a guitar like this. You know what I'm saying? It produces pretty authentic sounds. You know, I'm pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. I was expecting, as I say, the pickups to sound much kind of woollier and darker and more like you've got the tone control backed off a little bit, or there's, you know, the lacking in top end, lacking in sparkle, lacking in clarity and definition. But they just aren't. These pickups seem to handle. You know, what I'm trying to say is these pickups seem to handle, or this guitar seems to handle, the kind of sounds that you would normally associate with a guitar like this. That kind of, you know, edge of breakup, bluesy kind of classic rock or blues rock sort of stuff. It really does bode well. So we're going to start wrapping things up there. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of have a little bit of a have a little bit of fun with the looper pedal as we play out. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that's pretty much the end of the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Why not drop me a like while you're at it? Massive thanks to Rob for sending me this lovely little guitar. Really appreciated, Rob. Thank you very much for that. I'll make sure it goes to a good home. And don't forget the live stream tomorrow, in fact Friday 5pm, every Friday 5pm UK time, where we'll have a beer and talk music and guitars. But till then, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.